Hello students, in today's video on linear equations in two variables, we shall be solving sum number 1, 2 and 3 of practice set 1.5. They are word problems, so we'll go very slow. We'll start with the first question of practice set 1.5. This is the question. Two numbers differ by 3. The sum of twice the smaller number and thrice the greater number is 9. Find the numbers. So any word problem, students, you are supposed to read it at least 2 times. Okay, we'll read it again. Two numbers differ by 3. The sum of twice the smaller number and thrice the greater number is 19. Find the numbers. So there are, what do we understand here? There are two numbers that are given and a relation between those two numbers are given. So let us start with the solution. That is, let us assume the smaller number. There is a relation between the two numbers. One number is small and another number is big. So we will let the smaller number be x and the greater number be y. So according to the first condition, what is the difference given? It is given that two numbers differ by 3. Differ by 3 means the difference between the two numbers is 3. Which means, how do you find the difference? By subtracting the smaller number from the greater, or greater number minus the smaller number will give you the difference. So let's write the difference. The greater number, which is y, minus the smaller number, which is x, is equal to 3. This is your equation number 1. Okay, now what is the second condition? The sum of twice the smaller number and thrice the greater number is 19. Sum. What is the meaning of this word sum? It means plus. You have to add. So I am writing this plus. What you will add? Twice the smaller. Twice means 2 times the smaller. That means 2x. So 2x and thrice the greater number. Thrice the greater number means 3 times y. Greater number is y. So thrice the greater number means 3y is 19. Means equal to 19. We call this as equation 2. Okay, now we need to solve these two equations simultaneously. There are various methods to solve it, but here I am going to solve this by substitution method. So from 1, I get y is equal to x plus 3. When I shift the x on the other side, I will get x plus y is equal to x plus 3. Now this y I am going to substitute over here in equation 2. Put y equal to x plus 3 in 2. So what will I get? 2x plus 3 into brackets x plus 3 is equal to 19. When I open the brackets, I get 2x plus 3x plus 9 is equal to 19. So on adding this, I will get 5x plus is equal to 19 minus 9. So we get 5x is equal to 10 and therefore value of x is equal to 2. So I have got the value of x. Now we will substitute here. Okay, we will put x equal to 2 in 3. So what is 3? Statement number 3 is y is equal to x plus 3. I'm going to substitute here. So that is 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5. So I have got the value of x as 2 and y as 5. So that means I can say the smaller number is 2 and the greater number is 5. But what is the question? Find the number. So we will write the final statement as the required numbers are 2 and 5. Hope this solution is clear, students. Let's go to the next question. This is the question in which you have to complete the activity. Let us understand what is this activity. Here it is a rectangle. It's given I am a rectangle and these are the sides of the rectangle. This is the length and this is the breadth. Okay, you have to find the values of x and y and find my perimeter and area. That means once you get x and y, you will have to find the perimeter and the area of the rectangle. So let's start with the solution. Now we know that opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So that means opposite sides means the lengths are equal and the breadths are equal. So in this side, the blue and the red sides are equal. Now what is the measurement of this blue side? 2x plus y plus 8 and the red one is 4x plus y. They are equal. So we'll write it. 2x plus y plus 8 will be equal to 4x minus y. Now we will take the x and y on one side and then constant term on the right hand side. So let's write this. Next step, 2x plus y minus 4x plus y is equal to minus 8. Now, on adding the like terms, 2x minus 4x, you will get minus 2x, and y you will get 2y. So you will get minus 2x plus 2y is equal to minus 8. Now here 2 is common, so I remove it outside the bracket, and within brackets I get minus x plus y equal to minus 8. This 2 and 8 will get cancelled, and you will get minus x plus y is equal to minus 4. We call this as equation 2. Now here earlier we took the lengths, now we will take the breadths. Breadths are also equal, so we will get this 2y will be equal to x plus y, x plus 4. This 4 is written over here, it should be actually this horizontal vertically written. It is x plus 4. So let's write it. 2y is equal to x plus 4. Now for convenience sake, I will write it as x plus 4 is equal to 2y. So that you understand, now we will take y on the left hand side, y terms on the left hand side and the constant term on the other side. So what we will get, x minus 2y is equal to 4 minus 4. This is equation 2. Now these two equations, we will have to solve them simultaneously. Now here I am going to use the method of eliminating the coefficients. So I write the two, I will have to add the two equations because the coefficients of x is same and they are having opposite signs. So we will be adding the two equations. So we write the first equation, equation 1. Second equation is x minus 2y equal to minus 4. Now when I add them, the signs don't change. Okay, when we add, the signs remain as it is. So minus x and x will get cancelled because they are having opposite signs. So you will get minus y is equal to minus 8. Plus 2y minus 2y is minus y. Minus 4 is minus 8. So I can write that y is equal to 8. Now I have got the value of y. I will substitute in any of the two equations and get the value of x. So put y equal to 8 in 1. So what is equation 1? X plus y is equal to minus 4. Now here I am going to substitute y as 8. So minus x plus 8 is equal to minus 4. So we get minus x is equal to minus 4 minus 8. So minus x will be equal to minus 12. And therefore we say that x is equal to 12. Now I have got x and I have got y. So let us calculate the length. The length of the rectangle is 4x minus y. The simplest one I have taken. I could have taken the other one also, but I have taken the simplest. Now here we are going to substitute x as 12 and y as 8. So we get 4 into 12 minus 8, which is equal to 48 minus 8 equal to 40 units. Similarly, we'll calculate the breadth. The breadth is equal to, or breadth of the rectangle is equal to 2y, which is equal to 2 into 8 equal to 16 units. Okay, now we have the length, we have the breadth, so we can find the area and the perimeter. So let's find the area. Area of the rectangle is equal to length into breadth. So we substitute 40 into 16 equal to 640 square units. It's very compulsory to write the units. Okay, now let's find the perimeter of a rectangle. It's given by 2 into length plus breadth. Let's substitute 2 into 40 plus 16, which is equal to 2 into 56 equal to 112 units. Perimeter, the unit is only going to be units. When it is area, you have to write square units. So let's write the final answer. The area of the rectangle is 640 square units and its perimeter is 112 units. Let's go to the next question, students. The sum of father's age and twice the age of his son is 70. If we double the age of the father and add it to the age of his son, the sum is 95. Find their present ages. Let's read the question once again. The sum of father's age and twice the age of his son is 70. If we double the age of the father and add it to the age of his son, the sum is 95. Find their present ages. So how do we start with it? We will have to assume there are two people involved here, father and the son. So we will have to assume their ages. Okay, so let's start with the solution. Let the present ages of the father and the son be x and y years respectively. What does this mean? The father is x years old and the son is y years old. I have written in one statement. You could also write, let the father's present age be x years and the son's present age be y years. That is also fine. So the meaning of this statement is father is x years old and the son is y years old. Now, according to the first condition, now what is the first condition? The sum of. Sum means again you have to add. What you have to add? Father's age. So what is the father's age? X. So I'll take X. To what you have to add? Twice the son's age. Twice means, what is the son's age? Y. And twice means 2y. Twice means 2 multiplied by. Is 70 means equal to 70. And we'll call this as equation number 1. Hope you have understood how we have got the first equation. Now let's understand the second equation. What is the second condition? If we double the age of the father, okay, we have to double the age of the father. Double the age of the father means father is x. If you have to double it, means what we will get? We'll get 2x. And add it means I have to add, means I have to write the plus sign. To what you have to add? To the age of his son. What is the son's age? Y. So I have to add this to y. The sum is 95, means I will get 95. This is the second equation. Now I need to solve these two equations simultaneously. Now here the variables are the coefficients of x or y. Both are not same. So I will have to multiply any of the equations by a suitable number so that the coefficients become equal. So now here I am going to multiply equation 1 by 2. When I multiply 1 by 2, I get 2x plus 4y equal to 140. This entire equation I have to multiply by 2. So 2 multiplied by x is 2x, 2 2s are 4 and 2 70s are 140. That is how I get equation 3. Now equation 2 and equation 3 I have to solve simultaneously. Now here the coefficients are same. Okay, so I am going to subtract equation 2 from 3. We get the equation 2 from 3. Since 140 was bigger, I want to subtract 3 minus 2. So but when I have to write equation 3 minus equation 2, I have to write subtracting equation 2 from equation 3. So first we write equation 3. Below that I write equation 2. So 3 minus 2 I am doing. I am going to subtract. When I subtract, I need to change the signs of all the terms. So when I subtract, see the coefficient, the signs of the second equation will change. Of all the terms of the second equation will change. So what will happen? This 2x and 2x will get cancelled. 4y minus y will give me 3y. And 140 minus 95 will give me 45. So when I solve this, I get y is equal to 15. 45 upon 3, which is equal to 15. Okay, so I have got the value of y. Now I will substitute y equal to 15 in 1, this first equation. So when I substitute here, I get x plus 2y is equal to 70. Substituting here, we will get x plus 2 into 15 is equal to 70. So x plus 30, 215 is 30 is equal to 70. So x will be 70 minus 30. And you will get x as 40. So we have got x and y both. That means we have got the father's age as 40 and the son's age is 15. Remember this, children, whenever you are solving, you can't get the father's age to be less than the son's age. Okay, if you are getting something like this, that means you have gone wrong somewhere. Okay, and so you need to look at your steps once again to find where you are going wrong. Okay, so let's write the final answer. The father's present age is 40 years and the son's present age is 15 years. Hope you have understood the solutions, children. Please copy these 3 questions in your notebook. That's all for the day. Thank you.